Greetings YouTube and welcome back to another vlog. I hope you're doing well. I'm not doing too bad. So yeah, this is the first vlog I've done in about 3 weeks. And there's a few reasons why I've not done a vlog for that time. Is because, I was meant to reword that. The reasons why I haven't done a vlog in 3 weeks is because I was waiting for some stuff to arrive from eBay. And it took ages for it to arrive, but they did come. And I'll show you the stuff that I bought. It's 2 CDs from the same seller. But it was a pain in the arse. Yeah, but like I say, they're here. And the other thing that you probably know from my channel is I've uploaded a new series of videos, though that series is now ended. Yeah, called the Sid Shit Bangers, which is all my favourite music from like the Commodore 64, and I've done it on like different artists per episode. I've done 23. I've enjoyed doing it, but eventually when it got to like number 20 or 21, I started to feel the burnout. So I thought, you know what, I thought it was best to stop. I'm happy with the amount I've done. So yeah, there were some interesting artists. I mean, obviously you got the main ones like Rob Hubbard, Martin Galway, Jaron Tell, Jonathan Dunn. And then some of the other ones that you're not as familiar with, like, Ren Overhand, even though it's spelled Roin, but he's Dutch. So yeah, however, there's probably 2 other things you've noticed. Yeah, I've had a haircut and a shave. And I've also got new spectacles. So yeah, so I got new glasses. Yeah, apparently, as I say, when I had my eyes done, they said there wasn't really much difference in my eyesight. Just said it just slightly deteriorated. The problem with me is I'm short-sighted, so if I take these glasses off, I can't really see anything like that's, well, further away. So that's that. But yeah, I'm happy to have done that series of videos. I've enjoyed doing that. But like I say, it gets to the point where you start to feel a bit burnt out, and then starting to find some of your favourite songs is a bit trickier. With ones that have done several pieces of music, as in like game music, it's not too bad, but when there's ones that have only done a limited amount, it only becomes a bit more tricky, and then sometimes it's like you just, how can I put it, you're pretty much like clutching at straws. You're pretty much just trying to look for anything. If it sounds decent enough, just put on. Now, but for me, it has to be a really, really bloody good piece of music. Well, from my personal mind, because everyone's taste in music is completely different. If we all like the same music, the world would be a boring place. But society wants you to be boring. They want you to have the same opinion, because if you don't have they look at you as the worst human being on planet Earth. So that's that. I do have a little bit of a rant as well. However, I will get onto the rant just a little bit later. But for now, I will show you the 2 pickups that I bought. And you know what? As 2 CDs. I'm into buying CDs again, though. Like I say, I don't really have much room for them in the house, but I don't know. I was just in the mood for that. And I know the first album, I mean, this CD came out in 1998, but this was an album that was released in 1982. It's from a certain British heavy metal band. I think you know who it is, and all I can say is, I think obviously you know who it is, but you have an idea as to who it is, because their artwork is always absolutely fantastic on their albums, and that is Iron Maiden, The Number of the Beast. So yeah, every Iron Maiden album has like fantastic covers, but yeah, the reason why I bought this album of theirs, this particular one, is because it's my favourite. It's my favourite by Iron Maiden. I mean, Trooper's great and some of the other ones, but I don't know, Number of the Beast I think is the best. And obviously, yeah, there's obviously, there's Eddie there. And then obviously there's the Beast itself. But yeah, every song on this is absolutely fantastic. We have Invaders, Children of the Damned, The Prisoner, not to be mixed up with the program from the 1960s, 22 Acacia Avenue, number 5, which is, well, obviously the song which is the title of this album, The Number of the Beast. Number 6 is Run to the Hills. 7 is Gangland. Number 8, Total Eclipse. And then the last song on here is Hallowed Be Thy Name. So yeah, some really good songs. I do apologise if my chair's squeaking a bit. I could do with some WD-40, but I haven't been bothered to get it because I just got my hair cut today. Even though I should have done it previous, but yeah. Oh well, I'm just going off topic. So yeah. But yeah, obviously there's the CD itself, and yeah, this is an enhanced CD. So yeah, and obviously you got like I know it's got some incredible pictures in there. Like that one right here, which is like in the center. And obviously, I mean, it tells you a bit about the band and everything. And it shows you like the pictures of like each of the members. There's Steve Harris, obviously on bass and vocals. I do apologize for the lighting. In fact, I might even switch the light on here. There we go. Yeah, there's Steve Harris, Dave Murphy. Yeah, I'm trying. I mean, the camera's not doing it justice. Then obviously the lead singer, Bruce Dickinson. Clive Burr. But yeah, it's just that. It's just good, like looking through all of them. Adrian Smith. But yeah, not just that. It's got like, as I say, it's got all the lyrics to the songs and everything. But yeah, as I say, it's just a good. It's good to have that in the CD collection. Will I buy more Iron Maiden albums? Probably, but I don't know. And to complete this, to complete all the albums by this band, even though they only release 3, I said I was going to look for this one because I had the second album, which is the most popular. I bought their third album not that long ago, but yeah, I had to get their debut album, which is Nirvana, and the album is Bleach from 1989. And yeah, this was before Kurt Cobain was not Kurt Cobain, sorry. This was before Dave Grohl was in Nirvana. So yeah. So they had the Chad Channing. But yeah, as I say, 1989. But as I say, for Nirvana's first album, yeah, it's a little bit rough in places, but as I say, they had to start off somewhere. And I think for a debut album, to be honest with you, for a debut album, it's pretty damn good. But like I say, the Nevermind and In Utero were far better. But again, the first album, good impression. So that's that. So yeah. So we'll talk about football, as you can gather. Obviously, Liverpool won the league and we finished the season with 84 points. And I'm getting distracted because there's a fly in my room. I'll deal with that in a bit, fuck it. But yeah, we finished the season on 84 points with, as I say, 25 wins, 9 draws, and 4 defeats. But as I say, I would have liked more points than 84, but the fact that Arne Slot won the Premier League in his first season, and the fact that it's Liverpool, is just absolutely amazing. Like I say, I'd have bitten your hand off at the beginning of the season. Because I was predicting us to finish between like 4th and 6th place. I don't know how. Arsenal finished second again, as he did. In the end, Man City finished third. I mean, they recovered, but they've had an absolutely terrible season in comparison. Chelsea finished fourth and won the Europa Conference the other night by beating Real Betis 4-1. Newcastle finished fifth, so they get Champions League. So they've now done it where 5 English teams get the Champions League. However, there's a 6th team who got the Champions League, and we'll talk about them in a minute. So just go through the table. 6th were Aston Villa. They miss out on Champions League. They've got the Europa League. Help who can talk. 7th, Nottingham Forest. Yeah, they've fallen off a bit, but who'd have thought they'd be qualified for European places? Most probably would have thought they'd finish between mid-table, maybe battling relegation, but 7th place, absolutely fantastic. 8th for Brighton, they miss out on European football. 9th for Bournemouth. 10th, who finished 10th? I think it was Brentford, actually. Yeah, it would have been Brentford. 11th, Fulham. 12th, who finished? Crystal Palace. And they were the team who beat Man City in the FA Cup final. Like, wow. Palace not only winning their first major trophy, yeah, the first ever, but also it's the first time in the club's history that they're playing in the Europa League. Yeah, because whoever wins the FA Cup always gets European football of some sort. So that's that. 13th for Everton. I mean, David Moyes has turned them around. He's done really well. 14th was West Ham. Pretty disappointing season for them. Some of their fans thought they could do better without David Moyes, who obviously went to Everton. Went back to Everton because obviously he's managed Everton from 2002 to 2013 until now. So West Ham finished 14th. Some of the fans thought they could do better without Moyes, and they done considerably worse without him. 15th though, Manchester United. Yeah, who the hell thought United would finish 15th? That is an absolute fucking disgrace. And I do feel sorry for some of those supporters, but for those ones who were bigging and who were getting bigged up, that's what she said. The ones who were getting all big, I don't know, it serves them right though. And obviously they lost the Europa League final, which is great to see. 16th was Wolves. Very disappointing actually, because I mean they got rid of Gary O'Neill because the club were in the relegation zone with him. They sacked him. They got what's their manager's name? I can't for the life of me remember. What's their manager's name? Victor Pereira, something like that. But yeah, because they were like 12th not that long ago, and they just dropped again to 16th. 17th, Tottenham Hotspur. Tottenham almost got relegated. What the actual fuck is that about? But it didn't matter because they're the team who beat Manchester United in the Europa League final and their first European trophy since 1984. So, yeah, Bosley Spurs have won that competition twice in the past when it was called the UEFA Cup. So, yeah, they nearly got relegated and qualified for the Champions League for beating Manchester United in the Europa League final. So, because of that, we have 6 teams in the Champions League. That is just mad. Then obviously the 3 promoted teams, Ipswich, Leicester and Southampton, they all went straight back down. So yeah. I mean, Derby County still have the record for the lowest amount of points in the Premier League season from 2008. Southampton, obviously, they've got the second lowest with 12. So So they'll be back in the Championship. I know they've got a new manager called Will Still. He's a British Belgian manager. They appointed him from, I'm trying to think, it was from a French club. I think it was Lens or Lon. I can't pronounce French teams very well. So bollocks to the pronunciation. So that's good though. Like we have, I would say, a good year for English football. Liverpool winning the Premier League. The League Cup was Newcastle because they beat my team in the final. They beat my club Liverpool in the final. Crystal Palace beating Man City in the FA Cup, which was a shock. I mean, Tottenham beat Manchester United in Europa League final, and then Chelsea beating Real Betis in Europa Conference final. So yeah, and then got the Champions League final tomorrow night between Inter Milan and PSG. Inter have won it before, however PSG haven't, though they got to the final 5 years ago and lost to Bayern Munich. So anyway, that's that. So yeah, I have a little bit of a rant to talk about with YouTube, and it involves the adverts. I know a majority of adverts are now unskippable, like the 15-20 second ones you have to watch. Sometimes if you keep refreshing the page a few times, you'll probably get it where you don't get an advert, or you get an advert that you can actually skip. So you can sort of go around it. I cannot be asked with YouTube Premium. I don't pay just for the sake of not seeing adverts. But speaking of adverts, you know, sometimes, you know, when you search, well, when you type in like a game or a certain video, some of the adverts that you see at the top of the screen are fucking, I don't know, are fucking disgraceful, I'll be honest with you. I'll show you exactly what I mean. Right, let's go on to display capture. And yeah, I was looking for a game on the Amiga, or no, it was the SNES. Look at this top advert right here, look where my mouse is. I don't even have to fucking read you what that says. I'm sorry, shit like this should not belong on YouTube. And the most ironic thing is, obviously they frown, you're not allowed to have nudity or anything of that ilk on YouTube. Not allowed to upload something like that. Yet they're allowed to have adverts like this at the top of that. I'm not fucking reading you this. You can clearly see for yourself. Yeah. Oh yeah, obviously using words like titillating. Yeah. I'm sorry. If you want to look at hentai, go on the fucking porn site. Because I do not want to see this on my bloody computer, especially on YouTube. I'm sorry, YouTube. Fix your bloody adverts. And you know what? I've actually reported this advert. And guess what? Nothing has happened. What the fuck do you expect? The fucking website's going to shit anyway. But like I said, I don't know. I expected better. I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't even want to look at it anymore. Nah. I'm getting pissed off. So that's it. I just wanted to show you what was really annoying me. How come they allow adverts like that? Yeah, you're not allowed to use nudity on YouTube. I'm not saying that people should, because let's be honest with you, I'm going fucking Pornhub and all for stuff like that. I don't want to see it on YouTube. I'm sorry. In fact, I don't want to see it in general. I'm sorry. It's for them virgins out there who can't even afford to get a girlfriend or a bloody escort. It's an absolute piss take to the highest order. You see it all the time. And like I say, I've actually reported that advert. And since reporting it, I've actually seen the ad appear more often than not. So it's fucking pointless. Yeah, what's the point of reporting it? You know, there's no, YouTube does nothing. Sometimes okay, maybe 5% it'll do something, but nowadays 95% of the time, you get shit like this all the time. And you know what? As I say, I like YouTube, but certain things like that are starting to, as you know, never mind starting to piss me off. They already have. I don't know, and also the fucking recommendations. I keep getting recommended videos on AI. I don't watch anything to do with shit like that. As I don't see AI. Oh yeah, let's create a realistic bloody Russian. I don't know. A Russian trying to do an impersonation of Vladimir Putin and make it look like him. Yeah, I get recommended AI videos. I don't watch anything like that. I get recommended politics. I don't watch anything political. I've just had enough. I keep clicking not interested. Oh no, I've got one of them nasal spray things, you know. I say me nose is a bit clogged up, but yeah, I mean, me nose felt a bit weird then. But saying that, in spring, the weather makes your nose like feel weird and like your eyes and everything, like they're watery, sometimes dry, sometimes irritable. But what can you do about it? But yeah, I had to show you what was absolutely annoying me with YouTube as well. But like I say, however, the positives I can give is the recent amount of subs. Though the thing is, I don't care how many I have. I don't care if it's like 1. I don't care if it's 10, 1,000, 28 or whatever. But to the recent ones who just subbed to my channel, I gotta say thank you, because I wasn't expecting an increase. In fact, I had like 6 subs in the space of how many days? About 3 or 4 days since I uploaded them videos of like the Commodore 64. But you know, I appreciate every one of you. Doesn't matter if you've been here from the very beginning or you've recently just joined the channel. Again, thank you. But like I said, I'm not going to let it get to my head, because I've seen it happen with many YouTubers. It gets to the head where they're more interested in the numbers rather than interacting with the people who run the channel. I know people like that are just selfish pricks. However, like I say, it's their choice. If they want to do YouTube just to sell their soul, do what the algorithm wants, not what it needs. Yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame that a lot of people do not want to be themselves anymore. They just want to be this. They want to make themselves look big and everything when they're not. They're just, as I say, they're just chasing clout. And then, you know what, for some of those channels, it's come crashing down, and it serves you fucking right. It serves you right for being an egotistical prick. And honestly, I mean, I do feel sorry for those ones who are genuinely trying, but for those who are just in it for the money and only for it to crash and burn, then, you know what, it's your own fault. You knew exactly what you were getting yourself into, so don't come crying on camera and say, oh, I've lost everything. You lost everything before you fucking started. Yeah, obviously you may have had a rise, but the fall is considerably greater. I mean, if you're a smaller channel, the fall isn't significant whatsoever. But I've seen channels where they've been like, I don't know, I've seen channels where, I know they've lost them out with subs. Like one of the channels I used to watch, though I haven't watched in a while. What was the comment section? Yeah. Obviously, as soon as she left, or the woman who used to do it, though, Brett Cooper, as soon as she left and replaced with the other person doing it, oh my god, the amount of subs, just the amount of people just unsub from that channel was just absolutely crazy. It's ridiculous. I mean, she's got her own channel now, but yeah, it's just funny to see. Obviously, the car crash happening in front of you. I mean, obviously, a car crash, a literal one. That's not nice to see. But I mean, when they try something which they know full well is going to fail, it's still somewhat funny anyway, because it's not the way you decline. It's not declining. It's how you decline. And so sometimes people think they're doing the right thing, but they end up doing something completely and utterly wrong. They try and recover themselves, they try and redeem it, but nah, it's long lost, it's gone. It's completely gone. So yeah, good luck, because you got good luck trying to get it back, because you're not. But yeah, I thought I'd do a vlog today. I mean, I didn't really have much going on, well, this evening, because, like I say, there isn't really football to watch, or anything like that. I mean, yeah, I could watch a film, I could watch a movie, but I think I'll probably, spend the rest of this evening, like, I don't know, probably watching random videos on YouTube, and watching some of my favourite subscribers. Sub-channels? What the bloody hell am I on about? Well, you get the idea. Because I had no idea where this vlog was going to go. But yeah. I mean, hopefully, I say Liverpool, hopefully we sign Florian Wirtz from Bayer Leverkusen. It's looking likely. And the same with a Jeremy Frimpong. If that's the right Frimpong, because there's two. But anyway, Trent's going to Real Madrid, which we all knew. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this vlog. I had no idea where this was going, but it was fun. Well, oh well, for me, whether it be fun for you, that's for you to decide. So until then, I hope you all have a great day, and I will see you all very, very soon. Take care.